This is CBC Winnipeg News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. It was a double shooting outside a West End hotel that's being used to house wildfire evacuees. Police say 2 teens are now recovering after getting shot. CBC's Zubina Ahmed now with what we know so far.
Police are investigating a shooting outside this hotel that is housing evacuees. When the officers arrived, they found 2 teenagers injured with gunshot wounds. The 16 and 18-year-olds are in hospital. One is in unstable condition awaiting surgery and the other is stable. Officers were seen Tuesday going in and out of the airport motor inn on Ellis Avenue. Police are asking anyone who may have witnessed the shooting to come forward. Thousands of people have been displaced from northern Manitoba due to wildfires, with many being set up in hotels around Winnipeg. One of Manitoba's northern Grand Chiefs says First Nation evacuees are running from threats of fire at home to threats of violence in the city. Just last week, 2 men were charged with trafficking cocaine outside hotels near Winnipeg's airport. I spoke to a few people outside the hotel who witnessed the shooting. They say they're evacuees from the Titasqueam Cree Nation. Police say they're visiting different evacuation centers and are working with community partners to help ensure everyone feels safe and supported. Zubina Ahmed, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Now, housing thousands of wildfire evacuees has been a challenge for the province and the Red Cross. As days turn into weeks, evacuees are looking to be placed in hotels as opposed to shelters. And as CBC's Mike Arsenault shows you, some hotels say they have the space, but the rooms aren't being booked.
The University of Winnipeg Recplex is full of wildfire evacuees who have no choice but to sleep on a cot until they can go home, or until hotel space becomes available. Four Crowns Hotel on McPhillip Street made roughly 10 rooms available for evacuees during the first wave of wildfires. Andrew Pomierny says with the second wave of evacuees in the city, they're making rooms available again.
Even if we have to keep them open without putting anybody in there, knowing that there's going to be a wave, that's our way of contributing to the help effort.
Pomierny says the province contacts the hotel owner on a frequent basis to get updates on their capacity, but the rooms are still empty.
No, I have not received any requests yet as of last weekend.
The Viscount Gord Hotel on Portage Avenue housed more than 100 evacuees during the first wave. General Manager Robbie Sankar says the Red Cross contacts them regularly to check on capacity too, but so far they haven't booked anything.
Although I have these 20 rooms available, they don't seem to be taking those 20 rooms. We've had to stop taking some of our regular business, so we are keeping those rooms open for them, but we haven't had any callbacks to take any more.
12,000 Manitobans are currently out of their homes due to wildfires. Roughly 6,000 are in Manitoba hotels, 1,100 are in congregate shelters, and 1,300 are in Ontario hotels. The rest are staying with family and friends. The Manitoba Hotel Association says there are about 7,600 hotel rooms in Winnipeg. The province says rooms are being prioritized for people with specialized needs. It says it's working to secure accommodations outside of congregate shelters for all evacuees. In a statement to CBC, the Manitoba government says in part, there are more than 6,000 evacuees staying in hotels, but the province works to secure large blocks of hotel rooms over extended stay periods to minimize the disruption and limit the number of moves an evacuee needs to make while out of their community. Pomierny says they're ready to help if and when the province books hotel rooms.
Even if it means for us to stay and wait with the rooms a little bit, it's important to be ready when those people will need help.
The Red Cross says it's working with the province and Indigenous leadership to secure accommodations for people impacted by wildfires as well. Mike Arsenault, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Manitoba's premier says once this wildfire season is over, his government will look at how it responded and how to plan for the future. Wab Canoe says an internal review will examine firefighting efforts, emergency social services, and the coordination of keeping people safe.
Is there another large-scale sheltering opportunity that we need to be able to have access to in Manitoba? Or is there a combination of fire mitigation, investment in northern infrastructure like roads and larger runways that can accommodate Hercules aircraft that are well suited to large-scale movement of people that we need to make in combination with sheltering?
Canoe says as part of the process, they'll talk with communities and experts in wildfire fighting, forest management and logistics. The Premier says the full cost of the province's wildfire response is already over $50 million. And he says the amount could rise as the fire season continues. A string of vehicles have been towed away from Transcona streets, but it's not illegal parking or tickets that are to blame. It's theft. As Santiago Arias Orozco reports, police have now arrested 2 people in connection.
You can see this truck being towed from the doorbell camera of Tiffany Street's house. It's early Friday morning in Transcona, but this tow wasn't planned.
So my husband got home at 5:30 and he walked in the door and said, "Where's my truck?" And I said, "What do you mean, where's my truck?"
That's why the Streets called police. They told her there were no towing orders on the truck and that it had been stolen.
My husband and I were really upset, let's say. I was a little angry, I would say, too. It's disturbing. It's invasive. You don't want your things stolen. That's ours, and we use the truck a lot for a lot of things.
The Streets truck wasn't the only one taken. This security video is from another house a few blocks away. Police have arrested 2 people and 2 tow trucks have been seized. Police say they're looking into a series of vehicle thefts in Transcona. We wanted to know how many vehicles were taken, but police tell us they will give us more information at a later date. Tiffany says the truck is more than just a vehicle to her family. The Ford F-150 was a present to her husband, Jason. Her grandmother gave it to him when she passed away. Since then, the car has been part of many special family moments.
It's actually where my husband and I first met. We went through a car wash in that vehicle, so there's a lot of memories.
That's why they hope to see it park outside their house again. Santiago Arias Orozco, CBC News, Winnipeg.
A group of Manitoba chiefs is expressing serious concerns over the federal government's new bill, saying it allows them to bypass consultations with First Nations. It's all over Bill C-5, which was just passed into law. It allows Cabinet to quickly grant federal approvals for big projects deemed to be in the national interest, such as mines, ports, and pipelines, by sidestepping existing laws. There have been ongoing protests over it, with questions, legal threats, and growing frustration over what it could mean for Indigenous lands and rights. A group of Manitoba chiefs say it violates the spirit and intent of the treaties.
How can Canada claim to respect our rights while making decisions about our land and our resources without us? We are not against development, but we will not stand for development without us.
Leaders are in Quebec for a 2-day summit with the Prime Minister. Mark Carney has previously said that Indigenous consultation is central to the bill. A Manitoba woman has filed a proposed class action lawsuit against Loblaw. Iris Griffin says she was overcharged for meat at the grocery store as early as 2023. Earlier this year, she spoke to CBC about finding the package of ground beef she'd bought was 134 grams short. She realized its plastic tray accounted for the missing weight. Her proposed class action was filed last week in Manitoba. It alleges Loblaw continues charging customers for packaging by adding it to the price of the meat despite complaints to the company and the Food Inspection Agency. She hopes this class action leads to more government oversight.
It matters. And what I would also want to see is the stores being held accountable. They're making profit off of the backs of Canadians, one plastic tray at a time.
CBC News has not heard back from Loblaw. Time now to bring in Riley Lachuk. And Riley, it definitely didn't smell as smoky out there today.
Yeah, although hazy at times, Brittany, throughout the afternoon hours, as expected across the south, we have started to clear out. A little bit of a cloudier start in Winnipeg, but some sun and cloud in behind that. That's thanks to high pressure that's starting to move in from Saskatchewan. That will help to clear us out as we get through the overnight hours tonight. As that high pressure moves through, also shifts our winds around a bit once again. So still an air quality statement down the eastern side of the province through the White Shell, up into Nopaming Provincial Park, as well as for Victoria Beach. Doesn't mean it's not hazy further to the west, but it just means that it meets that statement criteria on the eastern side of the province where we have those fires burning. 21 degrees in Winnipeg this afternoon, 20s into Westman, Brandon and Dauphin, 23 in the Pas this afternoon. We're under a bit of a trough, which has kept our temperatures a little bit on the cool side. Looking at 24 tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny skies with an air quality health index, Brittany, of 3.
Thank you, Riley.
Welcome.
Well, it's not something you'd expect to fly the coop. Mounties are looking for tips after a windmill was reportedly swiped from a property. It's believed to have been taken sometime between July 4th and 6th in the RM of Grey, which is north of Carman. RCMP say this would have been no easy feat and believe someone may have seen something. The structure is 25 feet tall with 6-foot silver blades. Well, they may be away from their homes and their lands, but this group is making sure First Nation evacuees aren't away from their traditional food. More coming up. Premier Wab Kinew and his cabinet were in Brandon today, where the NDP government announced more funding to train doctors. As CBC's Bartley Kivas reports, Kinew and his ministers have made numerous announcements in recent months in southwestern Manitoba, where a by-election is looming.
The picturesque prairies of southwestern Manitoba attract many visitors during the summer. Notable among them, Premier Wab Kinew, who announced $750,000 of funding Wednesday to train 10 more doctors a year in Brandon and $3.3 million to improve the library at Brandon's hospital.
There's a lot of work to do till we can say that we fixed healthcare, but the good news is we're on the way.
This was the 5th appearance by Kinew or his cabinet since May in southwestern Manitoba. In that time, the NDP has announced or re-announced $334 million in funding for the area. This Brandon University political scientist says the funding's needed, but questioned the timing of the spending.
We are heading into a by-election at some point. It has to be held by September. And to see this flurry of activity and announcements, I'm sure is going to raise some questions in some voters' minds.
Spruce Woods has been without an MLA since March, when the PC's Grant Jackson resigned to run for federal office. Without a by-election call, there's no blackout preventing the Kinew government from making spending announcements or any spending limits on campaign-style activities in the area.
The Progressive Conservatives are the only party to ever win Spruce Woods. In the last election, their margin of victory over the NDP was 3,000 votes. Now, Wab Kinew appears to be trying to bridge that gap.
2 weeks ago, Kinew suggested he won't call the by-election until the NDP is better able to compete in Spruce Woods, stating he won't offer up any freebies to the PCs.
I want to put a serious effort forward in the Spruce Woods by-election.
Wednesday, the Premier said Manitoba has more important issues than whether he calls a by-election.
What's the rush?
A Brandon Sun reporter then told the Premier Spruce Woods voters don't have a voice.
Well, I'm your Premier. What would you like me to do?
In a statement, PC leader Abi Khan accused the NDP of trying to buy votes in Spruce Woods. He urged the Premier to call the by-election, something that must be held by September 16th. Bartley Kivas, CBC News in Glenborough, Manitoba.
It's food harvested from the land and water, sustenance steeped in Indigenous tradition, from pickerel to bannock. And it's these traditional foods that are offering a taste of home that so many Manitoba wildfire evacuees are missing while displaced. CBC's Karen Pauls has more.
Fresh moose meat for a traditional meal for First Nations elders forced from their homes by wildfires.
You are what you eat, right? The food is life.
During the first evacuation last month, these volunteers got together to source moose, duck, fish, and vegetables. They're feeding about 200 elders every day.
When you're in the city so long and you're craving the wild food and home-cooked meals, and they've been here so long, so maybe give them a little bit of that taste of home.
Roughly 12,000 Manitobans are out of their homes due to wildfires. 1 in 10 are living in group shelters set up in indoor soccer complexes and hockey rinks. Many from Garden Hill and Shinanu Nation. Since last Thursday, the Canadian military has airlifted 1,600 people out. Now back on base in Winnipeg, technicians are inspecting this Hercules aircraft to make sure it's safe to fly. It got a little too close to the flames during an evacuation flight.
It's a very, very scary, very traumatic scenario.
Lieutenant Colonel Craig Greeley headed this operation and the previous one in Manitoba. He says the missions are challenging, but also rewarding.
We had a meeting with the chief and the deputy chief from Garden Hill, and just hearing the strain, the sadness in their voice as they think about potentially losing everything up there, but knowing that they're safe, at least back here, you know, it's emotional. As my chief would say, it hits you in the feels.
This food delivery is also hitting the spot for these elders. They've been living in this Winnipeg hotel since the end of May.
We like their food, MKO, when they come and feed us, wild food.
In the air and on the ground, an army of people working behind the scenes to provide safety, a sense of home, some comfort, at a time when all of that seems in very short supply. Karen Pauls, CBC News, Winnipeg.
A 25-kilo rock has gone under the hammer for more than $5 million in New York. This is no ordinary rock that's sold at Sotheby's. It's the largest piece of Martian meteorite found on Earth. The rock is about 38 centimeters long and 28 centimeters wide. Experts say it must have been blown off the surface of Mars by a massive asteroid strike. It then traveled more than 200 million kilometers to smash into the Sahara Desert. A meteorite hunter discovered it in November 2023. Can you imagine just walking along and finding a piece of meteorite?
Quite the journey it took.
Right?
Quite the journey.
It's nice to see. It got a pricey penny.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow. Well, I don't think. Hopefully, we're not going to see any of that happening here around our province anytime soon.
No, I don't have it in the forecast anyway.
Okay.
But some cooler temperatures again today, cooler than seasonal, and this is the trend that's going to persist, Brittany, as we get into the next few days here yet. Let's start big picture tonight. Look at our upper level winds. Couple things I want to draw your attention to. First off, this area of low pressure that's sitting over Hudson Bay right now, this is spinning down some cooler air from the Arctic down into the southern prairies, with a bit of a trough in the jet stream here. So it's allowing all of that cooler air south, hence why we've seen temperatures that are 5-6 degrees below seasonal for this time of the year for parts of southern Manitoba, much of the north as well, under these cooler conditions. That's helping the firefight in northern Manitoba. We do have that trend continuing, although not a lot of precipitation coming with it as we get through the next few days here. So at the surface, high pressure over the prairies. This is helping to clear us out, along with a bit of a low in the south, in moving into parts of Ontario. Thursday starts mainly sunny skies, variable winds. And then we start to get into a bit of cloud cover. This is ahead of another weak low that is moving along the international border. Most of this stays south of the border as we get into the day on Friday, although along the international border, places like Mlida down through Morden Winkler could pick up a couple of stray showers into the morning hours on Friday. Then we get back into a mix of sun and clouds as we get into the weekend. I'm going to show you the longer range outlook here, but take some of what you're going to see here with a grain of salt, because the further out you go with this forecast modeling, the less accurate it becomes. So we have to wait a few days to see how this materializes. But at least as we get into the weekend, we are looking at some good moisture coming to parts of the province, really all of the province, according to this model, looking at some rain as we get into early next week, pushing into northeastern Manitoba as we get into Tuesday morning. So that gives us a sense of where things are headed. What this amounts to is 10 to 15 millimeters, some pockets where we see some higher accumulation into parts of the province as we get into the next 7 days. Again, that is several days out yet. We'll keep looking at this as the days near and see how that materializes as we get into the weekend and into next week. So temperatures as we get into the day on Thursday, again below seasonal for this time of the year by 2-3 degrees at this point. So 23s for Brandon, Dauphin, 24 in Portage la Prairie, 22s and 23s into northwestern Ontario. And again, temperatures around 23 degrees for much of northern Manitoba as well as we get through the day on Thursday. 23 degrees on the way for Friday, Brittany, and then into Saturday. This is when we return to seasonal at 26. I'll have more in your 7-day and your dog walking forecast coming up in a bit.
Thanks, Riley.
You're welcome.
Winnipeg's Fringe Theatre Festival kicks off today. Coming up after the break, we'll take you to Old Market Square, where performances are getting underway. Stay with us. Winnipeg's long-awaited Fringe Theatre Festival kicks off today. It's a literal choose-your-own-adventure for those looking to take in a show. There's more than 140 of them this year. Let's head down to Old Market Square, where CBC's Felicia Adam is tonight. Felicia.
That's right, Brittany. Winnipeg's 38th annual Fringe Theatre Festival has officially started. And I know you can hear the vibes, the performers, and the music right behind me. But if you just take a look over here, you can see how many people have already started to come out and take part in all of the festivities. And that is just the start. For the next 12 days, hundreds of Canadians and international artists will be performing across Winnipeg's downtown. There will be food, drinks, free activities, and street performers for anyone to enjoy. It takes more than 700 volunteers to get the festival running, and around 80,000 tickets are sold yearly. This year's theme, Choose Your Own Fringe Adventure. I spoke with the festival's manager, Tori Pop, earlier today.
This year's theme is Choose Your Own Fringe Adventure, and we felt like, you know, every year really is a Choose Your Own Fringe Adventure. You can use the program or the website to just pick out and see what interests you. We always say take a risk, you know, see something that you think you might be interested but you haven't heard too much about. And obviously we have our like Fringe favorites, so those will always be on everyone's list. But yeah, choose your own adventure. Fringe is an adventure. It's an adventure about having fun and seeing something new and experiencing the festival and Winnipeg in the summer.
And the festival will continue until the 26th of this month, so you have about 12 days to really come out and enjoy all that it has to offer. And you just heard there's a lot that it has to offer. Brittany?
Thank you, Felicia.
All right, time for your dog walking forecast. Tonight we have Kayla. Thank you, Virginia, for sending this picture in. You can send yours to talkback@cbc.ca. 13 degrees, very seasonal start to the day tomorrow. 24 once we get into the afternoon, and a light southwesterly wind as we get into the evening hours tomorrow. So 23 degrees for Friday, 26 on the way for Saturday. And then that's a bit more of a seasonal temperature for us there. 25 breezy with some clouds as we get into the day on Sunday before we see another chance of some showers or some thunderstorms as we get into the early part of next week. Once again.
Not bad weather if you're fringing.
Not at all.
Have a wonderful night. We will see you back here tomorrow.
See ya.